Empty hearts and neon lights, they're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. La 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 la, oh, oh. Get me out of broken hearts and starting fights, turning truth to lies. Gotta get up, stop wasting time. Yeah, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. Oh no, oh
They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I got all this potential that's deep inside of me, but they hate when you're successful cause they try to be. They sit there being judgmental because you're trying things, and they just want you to settle and do the right thing. So get a good job, don't slack off. Wake up every morning, make a good impression on your boss. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do, and when you're making money, make sure you don't spend it too soon. Fuck that, I'll do what I wanna do. I got a different path from everyone, and that includes you. Who are you to tell me how to live life? In these times it feels like nobody's right, yeah. So I'ma figure out what else we succeed, and then invest all of my time into that and proceed. I need whatever the hell could make me happy, and I don't think you have a clue what could that be. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I think this life could be special if I get rid of the devils. They think that I am a rebel, I think they want me to settle. There's nobody on my level, they think that work is too stressful. I think that work is essential, the grind is all in your mental. And I don't think you understand what I'll go through just to be in control of my life soon. All the negativity, man, I'm immune. I don't really need a mask with all I've been through. I've been making changes for the ages. 5-10 year plans are contagious. I attack that shit, I'm tenacious. And if you ain't, get the fuck out of my way then. Got one life, I won't regret it. I will fight until I get it. I'll look back one day from heaven and say, damn, I learned some lessons. And say, damn, I have no questions. I had fun in every second, and the journey was a blessing, yeah. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing.
Let's go.
All right, live. Here we are, Auto Club Speedway. We get ready for season number 10 of iRacing and their Gen 4 series from SoCal, and a track that unfortunately is gone. Well, at least part of it is, as it has been sold off, but we're ready to go here at what is left of Auto Club Speedway that we can enjoy, and that is here on iRacing. And we're ready to go for 70 laps here of action tonight in the TI Gen 4 series. I'm the captain. Qualifying is underway as we speak here for this race. We've got a great turnout of drivers that are ready to go here this evening, so looking forward to a lot of fun. 10 races this season, which is a high for the series. There used to be 8. We've moved it up to 10, and not only that, we have implemented is the word I'm looking for here, 2 drops. So basically, it's a forgiveness, if you will. What that means is drivers that maybe have a bad finish or have to miss a race due to life stuff, it's kind of forgiven, so to say. It drops their 2 worst finishes, and the top 8 races out of 10 will be how the race is decided when everything is all said and done. So obviously a little bit of a late start here, but we still got time to get things going here. But first, let's go ahead and step away as we bring you our national anthem before the start of this race.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
All right, great job there on the national anthem as we get ready to go racing here momentarily from the Auto Club Speedway. Now, normally right here I would go to the grid and stuff like that, but I'm actually still the admin in the series too, as I help out with putting this series together. So the broadcast for this league is a little different than the Sim 500s and All-Americans and stuff like that, because obviously I admin the series. So I'm actually about to go down and speak to the crowd field really quickly here. So I'm going to mute my mic and just put some music on here for just a quick second and go down here and talk to the crew here and be right back in a moment. So give me a second. All right, back I am. Here we go. All right, let's run through the lineup here real quickly and see if I can pull this off before they get the green flag in the race. Gonna be pretty tough to pull this one off, but we're gonna try. Brandon Alphin on the pole, 38.699 seconds with Craig Martin, Kyle Ethier, Stephen Miles, Christopher Dean, Matt Telder, your top six. Just gonna kind of roll through it here really quickly and let you see who is who. Jacob Gibson, that's a rookie in the series tonight. Ty Young, Daniel Giroux, and others. And you see 29 cars about to take the green flag here for 70 laps of racing at Auto Club Speedway as we kick off Season 10 of TI's Gen 4 Series on the Captain Esports Network. Our cameras tonight presented by Track Camp 20, and caution's already out. As Clement Downing apparently has had some issues over in turn one. That didn't last long. He got turned by, oh no, Lewis. The boss man turns Dem. Coming Downing in the first lap. All right. A caution out for the first time. Get that out of the way. So say our cameras presented by TrackCams22.com. Check them out online on Facebook and the iRacing forums, TrackCams22.com. Alrighty then. Nice job by Downing to keep it off of the wall and not hit anybody. But, if that's the way the season's going to start, we might be in for a long one, boys. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Well, this gives me a chance to show you the race information for tonight. 70 laps, 45% fuel, 3 sets of tires. Now, one of the biggest changes of the season is the time. Every race in the season that has lights on it basically is going to go 8x time-wise. So what that means is whatever the start time is, it's going to go 8 times the speed of time. So I think if I do the math correctly, then like an hour is literally 8 hours or something like that in the race. So we started the session. It was 5 a.m. sim time. I think it's already past like 1 o'clock in the afternoon or so. So it's going to be dark before this race ends. And that's part of the cool features that iRacing will let you do. Kind of put some fun into it, and it's going to move the track around groove-wise and create so much different kind of racing. I'm looking forward to seeing how the rest of this race goes. 65% ambient right now, partly cloudy skies here in Southern California, outside of Los Angeles. So Craig Martin did a good job in qualifying, starting second. Kyle Ethier there in the third position. And Kyle Ethier, as you know, if you've been listening to the broadcast this week, you have heard a little bit of a segment we're doing where we kind of get to know a driver in the series, and Kyle Ethier was the one we picked for tonight. Kyle shared some notes with me before the race began, and about Kyle, he got his name actually from Kyle Petty, his dad's favorite driver, and believe it or not, it was after a coin flip. Mom wanted to name him Jason, so I would think logically his middle name's Jason, so we might have to check with Kyle. We'll talk to him here in a little bit on that one. That's an interesting one to know. Coin flip chose the name on the birth certificate when it was all over with. He never practices for races before the session goes live at 8 p.m. Basically, he says if you got it, you got it. You don't, then he'll be on the struggle bus. And then also he said despite his car paints in numbers, he runs a lot of Dale Jr. paints, which in this case he's got a Dale Jr. number with a Sterling Marlin paint. He is a diehard Carl Edwards fan turned Ryan Blaney fan. No word if we will see backflips out of Kyle Ethier this season when it's all said and done. Well, the one thing we will see here is the green flag coming up next time by after one corner of racing. We're making progress here. 18 viewers, and I appreciate everybody joining. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. You've seen the recent photos of Auto Club Speedway. You know, turn 1 is pretty much gone. 1 and 2 is all a dirt landfill now, pretty much. Like, not really a landfill, but like dirt. And that kind of thing is, see the 222 spin the tires off and with a good restart, lap 4. Let's see if we can make it past turn 1. Lewis, don't hit anybody, please. Look at the cars fan out. Remember, this pavement was the oldest asphalt pavement in all of racing. 1997, when the track opened up, was when the pavement was laid down. That's what allowed this track to spread out and become one of the funner tracks to race at. And now with the oval refresh that has come out, and back there, I think Lewis just tagged the outside wall. He is not having fun here so far. For those playing Chris Lewis bingo, he's covering everything right now. As Craig Martin climbing the banking here, looking to the outside of the 21. That 222 car bringing some speed and an evil grill as always. I'm gonna pass him. Shout out to Casey Carrington, by the way, for the cameras, as always. So Craig Martin going to the top side, making the pass, and now the battle back here with Dean and that Lowe's number 48, Matt Telder, back in the series, and that Treehouse Auto Sport number 23. I think he's got shades of the new Stuart Haas colors on the car. I kind of like that blue. See Gagnon back there in that 79, Casey Carrington, and then you got the Dale Jarrett number 88 back there, Josh Dillon, as we like to call him. Oh, Josh Dillon in the 88, making his series debut, I believe, here. Of course, Stephen Miles, the champion in both series last season, he's here again this season. Right now, Miles actually in the 13th position. I mean, all the familiar names back. Randy Cornwell, Ethier, as I mentioned. Logan Hamilton is here. Eurykio's back. Bryson. And then, of course, we got some new names. We'll let you get to know those guys throughout. But look at this racing here. 2-3 wide, fanned out everywhere. That is Ty Young, by the way, in that 28 car, I believe. Yep, that Car Quest. Almost got shades of Kyle Busch colors there. Back in his rookie days. It's kind of what that car looks like. And Cornwell looking to the low side. Up ahead, you see them all fanned out 2-3 wide. That's Josh Dillon to his inside here. Behind him, there's Cornwell on his back bumper. Still rocking that Georgia Bulldogs National Championship. Of course, that changed officially last night. Michigan winning that game. Congrats to them. Alphin has gone to the front, and Craig Martin in the wall along with somebody else. Oh no! Contact the 28 Ethier going into the grass. Into the wall they go. They stay straight so far. Ethier's going to come back on the track. And we stay green because everybody stayed straight. Let's see how that all started. A couple cars tagging the wall. It was Kyle Ethier that went off. It was that, we're still learning the numbers here. Might have been Jacob Gibson. It was in that Pennzoil car that got the wall. They knocked those guys to the grass, unfortunately. But we do stay green. See if we can get you a better look. I see Dominic Russo had some issues too. Yeah, it looks like Russo might have went following them into the grass. And Ethier's on pit road. You see the heavy left front damage. A tough break there for the multiple beer machine, I guess, if you will. We'll call it that. So you see the Treehouse Autosport cars running third, fourth. Back there's Cornwell behind Gibson. Casey McCann back in the series. There's Miles. And that Marion number 24 car. So the fuel has been extended this season to 45%. Now, what that's going to give us fuel-wise? Yeah, 15 laps, 16 laps. So we're going to still see multiple pit stops. But one thing the drivers wanted was a little bit more green flag racing before pitting. And that's what we gave them. So, see when we get the call to go to pit road there, you see Craig Martin is falling back. Let's, with all the action there off turn 4 a second ago, we didn't get a chance to show you the pass for the lead as Alfin went to the bottom. Off 3 and 4, and the former pitcher at Louisville, as you see the L there on top of his name, goes to the front. Casey Carrington, you see there in the 3rd position. He's moved up to 2nd now, so Carrington doing what he does best as he gets himself ready for a season of racing with All-American coming up starting in February. So here come the pit stop. Josh Gagnon. Oh, we got cautions out. Oh, Wreck and Giroux. As Josh Gagnon comes to pit road, multiple cars going spinning. And I didn't hear anything audio-wise of people pitting. And Jacob Gibson on pit road too, so those little twisting things. Logan Hamilton getting some damage, it looks like. Let's see where I can find where this started. Looks like maybe in here somewhere. I have to back it up a little bit more. You see Gibson get knocked down the track. There's more than that happening. The Gagnon goes to pit road. There's Giroux getting turned into the 88 of Dillon. The 27 of Hamilton gets spun around. See if we can find. Here's Gagnon coming to pit road. All right, it's not this lap. It's going to happen next lap here. So we'll show you the pit stops too, because the leaders are on pit road. Unfortunately, give me a second. I'll have to show the replay again. I'm clearing a bunch of black flags. Did I get everyone? All right, let's try to show you guys the replay again here. Sorry about that, but again, I'm the admin too, so I'm a multitasker. All right, so let's go to the Gagnon pit stop here. I'm just going to rewind it so we can see what takes place here. Now, I don't know if it was from Gagnon or was it somebody behind him. Here's Gagnon on the bottom. Oh, right there. The 19 Gibson does not decides to cut down there and not come to pit road. But yeah, I mean, the safest thing you can do is call your pit stops. And that's just a little miscommunication. New league member there. Those things are going to happen. What we have here is failure to communicate. All right, let's go to the pit stops now real quickly here and show you how those transpired. As we should be about 1 to green here. A lot of action there all of a sudden there. Appreciate everybody working with me on that. Everybody doing a good job entering pit road. Going to get their damage fixed. They get 3 sets of tires to work with here. Probably not taking a set here if I had to guess. I see Alphin's taking tires. And it looks like fuel only Casey Carrington. That 14 car leads the race off pit road. Telder's second, Martin, Miles, and that there is Randy Cornwell. It looks like so. And I think we just went to go green. And somebody has spun their tires. It looks like Michael Eckert has gone around here, so third caution. Oh, the 19 gets in the back of him. So a little bit of a rough start here. See, 88 Dillon, he had to get to that position, it looks like. iRacing tries to sort out where everybody's going to line up. They just anticipated the restart there, and unfortunately, things happen. All right, so let's, we got a minute here, so let's grab a driver. As Gagnon's coming back to pit road here. Let me mute the mic real quickly here, and hopefully nobody needs a flag cleared. I don't think it would happen at this point. All right, Kyle Ether, you got a copy?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, man. I know a little bit of a rough situation there. Looked like just a chain reaction knocking you down into the grass there. But I wanted to bring you up because you brought up the information there to me. And the one thing that caught my eye is the whole coin flip to name you Kyle. Did your dad at least become considerate there and actually middle name you Jason?
Yeah, that is my middle name.
There you go. I was like, man, that just seems fair. So, is KJ Ethier not, is that ruled out?
Maybe. I feel like that's more of an age thing. I'm still a little too young to break the KJ out.
Well, obviously, how was the car before the wreck there? I know cars were everywhere. How's the track? I mean, it seems like that refresh is pretty interesting here.
Yeah, it's a little more packed up than I thought it was going to be, at least when I was up there. I was just kind of dropping back, trying to save my stuff. I guess that was a mistake. But I think it's, assuming it's going to get dark, it's going to have a lot of grip toward the last probably 30, 40 laps of this thing.
So what's up with the multi-beer colors?
Yeah, I don't know. I was just going through trading paints and I saw this and I was like, oh, that's really weird. I got to race it.
Sounds about right. I mean, you got to put the Dale Jr. number with the Sterling Marlin color. Look out. You about just got killed by somebody.
Yeah, I was sleeping.
Anyways,
sleeping in the booth.
It happens. All right, we'll let you go focus and not kill Josh Dillon. That might not be such a good thing. So,
yeah.
Good luck. I know, obviously, you're 28th and got some work to do here. A couple laps down. But, hey, they keep messing up. You might get the laps back.
Yeah, I just need a few more of them now. I think I got the car pretty much repaired, so.
Looks good from what I see here. So, hey, man, appreciate you sharing some info there. And I guess, teaser, you're going to be on the podcast this week. Next week.
Ooh.
Whenever,
Oh, okay. All right.
whenever.
It's Scalicast
Well,
time.
it is. Well, you're the one that came up with the name, so we'll have to talk the
Oh.
story. So,
Hell yeah.
all right, buddy. Be safe.
Thanks.
Kyle Ethier, little teaser. And unfortunately, I have not even gotten the first episode released. It was supposed to come out yesterday, but it's done. Unfortunately, I've had a couple of bugs hit, and we're working on it. And I'm going to be finishing up the edits, hopefully, after the race here tonight. And
Hey,
worst
Scott,
case,
can the
it'll
one
be
get passing on the yellow cleared?
up there by the latest tomorrow. So, one second. As we go back to green with Casey Carrington, Craig Martin, Randy Cornwell, Brandon Alphin, your top 5. Let's see if we can get ourselves a green flag run going here. A little bit of a rough start at Auto Club. Everybody's sorting themselves out, it looks like. As Carrington's pulled away to about 0.3 of a second as Martin and Alphin continue that battle for second. 48 of Dean up to the third, make that 4th position right behind him. Randy Cornwell, Sean Lester returning to the series again. Good to see the guys from CFT out here back in the series. I know there was a little bit of talk they might move on or whatever, but they came back, which is cool. Oh, look at that, 4 wide, almost down to 3. Somebody dropped the burrito back there in the inside lane. It's Ty Young, that newcomer in the 28. Oh, and around goes KT. Nails the inside wall. Right at pit entry. Oh, that fender's... It was like that thing ate the front end and spit it out. No caution. We stay green, but what happened here? KT was up near the top 10. Oh, he had to check up, and Whitaker got him. Boom. Right into this. I'm sorry I'm laughing. That's kind of funny. Well, tough break for KT. He'll likely be out of the race with that heavy nose damage. So with that caution, we had some cars come to pit road there at lap 20 and 21. So we'll have to keep an eye on those guys fuel mileage-wise. Mostly everybody's come to pit road between 16 and 21. As Alphin, who got by Carrington, as I was showing the replay there, is pulled away. Remember, Alphin took tires at that caution when everybody came to pit road. So, as Michael Eckert has jumped to pit road all of a sudden. So, issues for the 26 car. A lot of adversity here, first race of the season, but I will state this. We did host a couple of practices during the off-season, especially as we got closer to this race. And need I say, the turnout was not the best. So I'm not going to say these guys didn't have a chance to run some laps. And maybe they did on their own. That's a creative photo from Logan Hamilton. Oh, Sean Lester. I don't know if he got tagged or... Almost got up on the outside wall there. Got a little free. As Carrington going backwards. What happened to Case? I think you're starting to see the tires kind of go to the front, but again, with 3 sets, obviously the strategy is going to come into play here eventually where you might be short on tires or you might have to double stint one, and that's what the interesting part about this racing is. Is the strategy play that you get to do out here. Ty Young up to the 2nd position now. He's past Dean and got by Carrington a few minutes ago. Ty and I believe his teammate there is the 19 of Jacob Gibson. Those guys ran in the recruiting races we had earlier. Actually, late last year, we were doing them right before the holidays and stuff, doing some recruiting, and those two jumped on board and came and joined us. Appreciate those guys coming to hang out with us. Back here, Telder, and there's Gibson there in that 19 car. The 24 of Stephen Miles, the 27, Logan Hamilton. Behind them, another newcomer at Coast Guard, number 92. That is Daniel Giroux. And, oh, who's that in the wall? Was that Telder? Or is that Gagnon? I'm about to yell at Telder and be like, dude, change the number colors. One of you got to have different colors. Confused the broadcaster. Brandon Alphin's on pit road, by the way. Lap 31. Giroux, by the way, we joke with him. As soon as we heard him talk the first time, he sounds identical to Alex Bryson. It was like, I literally, during the race, I go get Miles. I'm like, dude, you got to come hear this. And I pull him in there. I'm like, hey, say hi to Daniel. And I said, say hi to Bryson, like that. And he starts talking, and Miles is like, oh, my. It's pretty funny. So we're waiting for the one day where those two interact with each other. It's going to be kind of funny, I think. So Alphin on pit road. Looks like fuel only for him, so he'll get out in front on the lead lap still. 7.4 second stop. Let's check out the battle of the twos, the 22 and the 222. Martin, Cornwell. And then there's Gibson split in the middle. So, of course, these Gen 4 cars, these are the cars that you saw back in the heyday of racing. Everybody loved watching the races in these cars. Back when you watched Harvick and Biffle and Carl Edwards, Mark Martin, all those guys. You hear Gibson calling, you got some cars calling pit road here. Here we go. It stops. Right here in lap 34, so about the halfway point in this race. There goes Whitaker leaving pit road. 8-second stop, that's fuel only. 14.5 for Young, that's tires. Gibson 14.4, that's tires. Sean Lester tires. Best way you can look at is fuel to tires is look for a second. If you see a less than 10-second stop, it is likely fuel only. I say likely because you could take 2 tires. If you see a 14 or 15-second stop, those are 4 tire stops. Unless you speed, then you're going to see like 45-second pit stops. See if we can do this without having a yellow this time. You see, that's Zach Mertez leaving pit road. Hamilton, Giroux, all these guys in right now. Now Telder's going to come to pit road. Devin Ramsey, Stephen Melnick. There's Ramsey there in a 9 car, another newcomer to the league. Four tires and fuel. As you see Rico leading right now as he still has to pit. Should cycle around to Brandon Alfin when this is all over with. Hey, wait a minute there. My favorite movie of all time. A Clyde Torkel special. The Chicken Pit. Stephen Melnick. His one's backwards, but hey. The fastest chicken in the South, boys. So Eureka comes to pit road. That'll hand the lead to that guy right there, Brandon Alfin. As you're starting to see the sun set now. Remember I told you about the 8 times weather. Let's check the weather right now. As you see, it's coming up on 5 o'clock Eastern. Of course, the date, February 1st. Of 2024. It's the first day of 2024 that you can actually put the weather on for this track. So obviously it's February, winter time in Auto Club, so the obviously gets dark earlier. So we're going to be sunset here probably the next 5 minutes. All right, so now we got to keep track of those on tires and those not. Front 4 right now, no tires on those cars. Your first one is 6.4 seconds back, and that's at 28 car. Oh, trouble. Josh Gagnon's in the outside wall, and caution is out. I don't see anyone else involved. See the right side with heavy damage. Not sure. Did somebody else spin or something? Or is Bryson and well, no, Bryson's still sitting on pit road for 3 minutes. Didn't even see what happened to AB. The wreck happens over there. Don't have a clear view yet of. Here, but I'll get a look here. Give me a second. Here he is off turn 4. And wow, the 19 gets into the back of him. Well, that's like 2 or 3 times now that 19 unfortunately has gotten in the back of somebody and turned him around. So tough break. Something led to that or what that was about. Gibson gets run into the corner, slides up, and he just gets into the back of him coming off the corner. There might be more to that, but we'll see. As here come the leaders back to pit road again. Everybody in for tires and fuel. Carrington winning the race off pit road. Telder second. Ty Young, Gibson, Mertez. lot of fuel only on that one. All right, so let's talk to another driver here. Let's grab the driver of the 51 car. The bleep talking all-star winner is his name. Comes up with the most creative names in the world there, Mr. 51 of Ryan Whitaker. How are you, sir? Uh-oh. Does Whitaker not want to talk to me? Oh, I'm not in the bot yet. Why am I down in the Gen 4 lobby? But anyways, I pull Whitaker up here with me. And
how's it going?
Hey, buddy. I was trying to figure out, I'm like, why can't I hear him? And I look over and I'm in a different channel. All right, you're going 1 to green here, but my guy, you got yourself a nice looking pink number 51. And, of course, Kevin Whitaker Chevrolet on the car. How's things going there at the business?
Yeah, we're doing what we can. Got a new year, 2024, starting off strong. Trying to get up there to race with these boys. Been a little bit since I've been on here, knocking some rust off. But unfortunate for Mr. Meachin there. Just a racing deal coming up off of 4. Feel like he slowed down and made a little contact, but I hope he's okay. Don't want anybody hurting this. Looks like could be a little fuel strategy here at the end. It's what you want to see. Should be a fun race for you to call.
Yeah, I was going to say, obviously the setting, it's probably the biggest change that we've had this season. Have you noticed any of the difference with it going from morning to afternoon to night now?
Yeah, I mean, they say the nighttime is the right time. So we're going to see what adjustments have been made and who can adapt the best.
Absolutely, man. Well, hey, best of luck, and we'll see. Maybe we can get to 51 in victory lane.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks.
Bye, buddy. Yes, sir. That is Ryan Whitaker. Of course, his dad runs Kevin Whitaker Chevrolet there down in South Carolina. And, of course, you get those couple times a season where you actually will find that sponsorship on the Jeremy Clements car, who, by the way, became a dad once again today. All right. As we come to the green, I hope we can pull this one off. For Jason Clark, who's watching in chat, turn the speakers up. Let's turn it up.
That car was full speed.
Fake news.
Oh, they're wrecking. Oh, somebody's in the air. Caution's coming out again. That's Sean Less. Oh, and Clement just got crushed by Gagnon. Or it's Dominic Russo, sorry. And caution out again. Let's see where this started. But that was UGLY. Oh, did I just pull the broadcaster cheeks on Whitaker? Let's see where this started. Oh, it was up ahead there. Is that up where Telder is? I think it is. Let's see. Telder makes contact with somebody there, and I see Stringle gets hit. Oh, and then Russo just literally mollywops the 7, and then he gets clobbered. Let's see this. Bam! And it's clobbered. Let me see what started this. Let's let me clear the 36 real quick. And I heard somebody. I'm going to go back to this because I want to go to the 28 car. Apparently something... Base truck's drifting. Oh, back there, the one gets turned by Dean. Sure, that was about. We're back to green, I think, yeah. So Carrington leads with 23 to go. Mertez second, Miles third. Right time's the right time. You heard Whitaker say that. And now you're starting to see Mertez, Miles, Gibson up there at the front. Gibson's been in some trouble tonight with a few different cars, to say the least. Hamilton, Alfin, Whitaker, Uricchio, Ty Young, your top 10 now. And that's just a matter of who has tires and who hasn't. Four wide down the front here. How's Alfin and Cornwell and Hamilton there in that 27 car? Oh, into the wall he goes. That's Miles that just caught the wall off too. Telder, unfortunately, Clark asked what happened to him. Unfortunately, he had an incident with the 19 there on the restart, so he is 21st now. He's still in the lead lap. So 18 laps to go. Still got at least one more stop to get to the finish of this race. Whitaker racing Cornwell pretty tight there. Alfin looking on the bottom side. He's got Logan Hamilton back there with him. Cornwell clips the outside wall. Looked like he might have got tagged. We stay straight. Oh, now caution is out. What happened to bring the caution out? Cornwell gets the outside wall. Where's the other part of the wreck? Was that the caution, I guess? All right. That's interesting. That didn't look like much. If that brought the caution out. As leaders back on pit road here, this will be the final stop of the race. Race off pit road. For some reason my battle thing's going bonkers all of a sudden. Looks like Melnick stayed out. Whitaker wins the race off pit road with no tires. Carrington with 4 tires comes out second. And then we had something happen under yellow again. Oh, that photo's fantastic. Hello, Dale. Oh, no. Everybody's checking up for the field, and neither runs over Bryson. I should say Bryson checked up for the 9 car, and then the 8 ran him over. One lap to go. Have some cars on pit road. I'm going to mute my mic for a quick second.
Oh, I'm the cleared.
Yeah, looking get a black flag clear the one.
All right, back we are to racing here, and I'm clearing black flags again. So I just talked to
Can the one get a black flag cleared for passing on yellow?
The incident with Bryson apparently affected AB when it comes to his lucky dog. He's supposed to be the lucky dog there. Apparently lost it because of that contact. So unfortunate circumstances there, and that's something we're going to address because we technically have the rule out there that says that people are supposed to be either removed or EOL'd. That we've kicked it off this season with that, and now we've seen 2 incidents, and we've kind of, I don't want to say let it go, but it's something we've looked at, we're going to see, and we're going to look at it after the race and figure out the right things to do here, because there's no reason for people to hit each other under caution. So, we go and carry on. Carrington leads, Miles second, Hamilton third. You got Mertez now up to the 4th spot. Ryan Whitaker up to 5th. Got 20 cars now on the lead lap. As you got this battle here with Craig Martin and the 31 of Lester, the 19 there of Gibson. As Miles now trying to hold off Hamilton, that Pepsi car. There's racing everywhere. I'm trying to keep up with it. Dylan back there in that 88 car, the 36er Eurykio. With 8 laps to go. Race 1 of 10 on the season. By the way, we're back Thursday. Truck Series Super Speedways. That should be a fun one. I love calling Super Speedway races. So, going to start at Daytona. Coming up Thursday at 8:45. Of course, next week for these guys, we go to Kansas Speedway. You're going to notice a lot of intermediate, not really short tracks at all. There is Iowa. No road courses this season. It's all ovals. So a very driver-friendly schedule this season. So it's Kansas next week and in Nashville on the 23rd, Super Speedway that is. For these Gen 4 cars. As Carrington pulls away, we got Lewis and Whitaker. Whoa, easy, guys. And Martin felt like he was getting squeezed, so he pulled down on Cornwell a little bit there. As there goes the 28, Ty Young for the position. Harrington still out there by 0.4 of a second over the 24. And then you see Mertz is back there, has gone around Miles too. And I think Steven might be trying to save tires a little bit or might have some damage on the side of that car. Miles is one that is, he's gone from more of a speedster to a strategic guy. So don't be surprised you see Miles make a run here for it in these last couple laps. Is Eurykio. He and Lewis racing tight with the 88 of Dillon.
I didn't mean to pitch you on the front, Chris.
Miles trying to get that run. They both run themselves to the bottom there. Miles is one of those guys. He slides up in front of that 0-2. Three to go. Appreciate the viewers who have watched tonight. 17 viewers. I think I've seen 15 to 20 throughout the night. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out. Hopefully we'll see you again maybe tomorrow night for a league race. We got another broadcast tomorrow night as we're starting to get going with the broadcast. Of course, Thursday night back with the Truck Series here. Or not here, but at Daytona for the TI Truck Series. And would love to see viewers every night as Lewis blinking out there. We get the man some blinker fluid. 2 to go for Carrington. Now you might wonder why Carrington is in the number 14 Navy car. Well, Carrington was a fan of Casey Atwood. Casey Atwood was born in Nashville, Tennessee, which is ironically the home area of Casey Carrington. So here he is, the old Terry Bradshaw and, oh gosh, I forget the other owner of the car. But as they seize the white flag, final lap. As one car goes spinning.
Go in. My bad, Martez. My bad, Martez.
88 goes around.
Didn't mean to run
And
into
one
you, but
car,
I know
Dylan,
where to
goes
go.
way up in the air.
Hey, Logan, don't feel bad. I almost did the exact same thing. Good race, man. Good race, guys.
As Carrington brings it off
Good
turn
race,
4
Good win, good win.
and opens up the season with a victory at Auto Club Speedway.
Good race, guys. That was a good fight, all 4. Martez, did you get a 0X for that? Yeah, I did.
88 and 111. That was fun racing at the end of the race.
But Josh Dillon went for a ride, I saw back there.
Yeah, Logan, you had me scared. You were running me down there, and I had to move to the wall and hold you off.
Yeah, I should have went to the wall sooner. I did that and gained like 2/10.
Yeah, right when you got stuck on the wall there in 2, I almost did. I thought I was going to for a second, but I kept it off. Good race.
Yeah, I kind of had a feeling I was going to that whole corner, but I didn't really want to lift.
So Carrington going to take her to victory lane.
All right, you got him there, Bryson. Not that it really mattered in the end, I guess.
I'm out of fuel.
Yeah, at the start of that run, I was like half a lap short on fuel, so I was surprised I was able to save it.
As you hear the audio of the drivers here, Casey talking about saving fuel and stuff there. So 14 car goes to victory lane. Congratulations to him as he will celebrate with his team, and we'll take a look at the finishing order. Momentarily. Whatever wants to pop up, I guess. There we go. As Carrington wins it by 0.6 of a second over Logan Hamilton. Miles finishes third. I think he and Mertes had a tight battle there at the end. Jacob Gibson ends up with a top 5. Eurykio 6th, Evans or Lewis 7th. Ty Young finishes 8th. Randy Cornwell 9th. Craig Martin gets a top 10. Ryan Whitaker 11th. Devin Ramsey 12th. Sean Lester. Dallas Childers gets 14th with Josh Dillon 15th. David Stringle, Daniel Giroux finishing in the 17th position. 18th going to Stephen Melnick. Clement Downey 19th. Brandon Alphin 20th. Telder 21st. Bryson 22nd. Ethier 23rd. Gagnon 24th and Beaver 25th with Russo and Dean 26th and 27th. McCann and Eckert the final finishers in the 29-car field here at Auto Club. And I've been wanting to talk to drivers as soon as they win the race or that kind of thing, but unfortunately it hasn't really worked out that way for me yet here since I got the one race last Wednesday. But anyways, all right, let's talk to our top 3. And that will start with Stephen Miles, who, of course, finishes in a 3rd place finish for him, as we'll drag him up here and talk to him. Miles, obviously, man, I know you were worried about this race, as you and I have talked a lot here. Of course, we been doing the road racing and that kind of thing here, and that's caused a lot of adjustments. And here tonight, you come out and get yourself a 3rd place finish.
Yeah, it was hard, man. Trying to get back used to this horsepower and this handling of this car, how loose it is. But seems like tonight really wasn't. I wasn't able to get a rhythm or play any strategy with saving tires and nothing. With all the cautions tonight, it was just like you could just go hard as you can. And at the end, I felt like I was short, and I knew I was short, so I had to save. I let Hamilton by to let him have a shot at it, and then I let Mertez by. And by the time I really tried to make a charge there, it was over with. My tire was already shot, and luckily, me and Mertez held on to it on the end lap. I mean, I don't know. Going from day to night, how the track change is a new element. I like that or whatever, but it was a good finish, man. Just how uncomfortable I was in this car and to finish third with all these guys in this lead that's so fast, man. I take that as a win any day.
Yeah, you mentioned the element changes, and obviously we went from a midnight practice into the daylight start. I'm sorry, midnight 5 a.m. practice into a daytime start. Ran most of the race in the daytime, and then got to the last quarter of the race or so before we got to nighttime. How much did you feel a change?
Um, I mean, in the center in the corner, it was looser in the daytime, which you expect. And either way, daytime or nighttime, the dominant line was on the outside once you worn your tires in, so it was hard to pass. Night shift, it was more. It was, I mean, not night shift, but nighttime. It was it
You
had
almost made me
more
spit my
grip or
drink out.
whatever. But yeah, I know, but it was more grip, man. It just, I don't know. These 15 laps, man. I wish it would go to like 20 some laps so we could really see, like, really feel the difference. But I mean, if it brings exciting racing like this, I guess we should keep it how it is.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's like trying to make everybody happy. I guess when it's all said and done. But
Yeah, yeah.
anyways, man, no, great job tonight. Send some shout outs.
Shout out to Marion Chrysler and Dodge, man. Best dealership. Got good prices. Check them out in North Carolina, man. Especially online. Shout out to Chris Lewis. Shout out to you, one of the best broadcasters around, man. And check out their podcast, Scholarcast. And my teammates, Alvin, AB, Dean, Hamilton, Mertez. I mean, it's a two team. Oh, it's a big team, a small team, whatever. But we're all one big, huge team, man. Help each other out. So it was a good run for all of us. And thank the fans for watching, and thank my girlfriend and God, and that'll be it.
Absolutely, man. And congratulations on that. And by the way, he's a co-host on the Scalicast. So we'll look forward to recording number 2 here as soon as I get done editing number 1 sometime this year. So great job, man.
Thank you.
All right, buddy. Stephen Miles, third place finish, and he brought up a good point, and that's the whole the strategy deal. Because we we boosted the fuel up a little bit, and it becomes that fine line of strategy, and that's the one thing Chris has always wanted in these races is strategy. And I think you still saw it tonight, even with the 10% boost. So I think you get to a point where eventually that number maybe gets too high or whatever. And unfortunately, just don't know where that line is. If there is a line, we might be at that line. Who knows? But anyways, let's talk to our second place finisher at Logan Hamilton. Of course, Logan celebrating his Detroit Lions winning the first division in 31 years. And, of course, now Michigan being a national champion up there where he is and stuff. So, I guess wouldn't help if you didn't win. Oh, wait, you finished second.
Yeah. I couldn't tell you what happened in this race if you asked me. I really don't remember any of it other than the last 10 laps. But I kind of got to second, and I was stuck around half a second behind him for a long time, and I tried the top, and that actually worked, but he adjusted quickly, so I wasn't really able to gain anymore, and then I was just trying to send it on the last lap, and I clipped the wall just a little bit, and then I just got stuck in the wall, so ruined my slide job attempt that I was going to do into 3.
Tried to chastain it. Nah, but
Yeah.
or I guess that'd be Carl Edwards more, but
I was just drifting.
Yeah, it's that's the way it is. But no, the racing out there, you mentioned obviously not remember too much of it, and I think it's probably maybe a little overwhelming maybe with all the
Yeah.
battling going on and
I
stuff
I
out
think
there.
I think I was 4 wide at one point.
Sounds about right. But how was Auto Club? Obviously, the oval refresh is something that's been a big topic. Did you feel anything different out there?
Um, Not really. I mean, I haven't done a ton of races even since last season ended, so I don't know what updates have happened or whatever, but I mean, it felt pretty similar to when I've ran Auto Club in the past. It was just the track was changing a lot.
Well, still,
Um,
yeah. Go ahead.
it was just getting more stable, I guess, as the night went on with it getting darker out. But I mean, I think it felt pretty similar to how it has in the past.
Well, obviously, a great job here tonight, finishing P2, and send some shouts whoever you like to.
Yeah, just shout out to iRacing, Chris Lewis, Marion, Chris Odaji Bram, and all my teammates. It was a pretty fun race to get back into it. Gotta try to convince you and Chris to get a road course on the schedule.
It'll be back. It's just, we're just taking the season off from it.
No, we gotta switch for my birthday. We gotta switch Charlotte to the Roval.
All right, I'll see what I can do. Can't promise anything, obviously. So, all right, bud. Good job, man.
All right, thanks.
You
See you
too.
later.
All right, Logan Hamilton finishing in the second position, and I know how he feels with that whole just things just going so fast. You just don't know what in the world happened and that kind of thing. But yeah, well, Casey Carrington, victory lane.
Yeah, I was telling everybody on the team, including my new teammates, that it's going to be kind of a waste of the night because I suck here. And well, I may suck, but everybody else must suck worse because I came away with the win.
Well, you showed you had a pretty good car throughout the night. Obviously, in this 14 car, you took Terry Bradshaw to victory lane, something you never felt in this series, and you go out there and you win this race in the 14 car, get another victory, and then not to mention kick the season off with a win.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't expect that at all because I mean, the last time I raced here in a league race, it pretty much cost me a championship. How badly I did. So yeah, I mean, I was really frustrated last season in this series to not come away with a victory and coming pretty close sometimes, and I mean, yeah, this season couldn't have started better. I mean, in a literal sense, getting the win, but also, I mean, this is a track that I kind of like the plate races. I kind of wrote off as like, oh, hopefully I can get a decent finish, but take this momentum. If I can win here, I can win anywhere on this schedule. So I'm really looking forward to this season now, even more so than I was.
Yeah, obviously, what was the difference in the feel for you that kind of grabbed your attention?
I don't know. Like I said, it was just like didn't feel like I was too fast. It was just I was faster than everybody else. I think the strategy too. I mean, Olfen used his tires there on that first time we pitted under caution. I can't remember if it was the first time we pitted or not, but he kind of put himself on the back burner, and whoever else pitted with him. I'm not sure, but I wanted to keep that extra set of tires because I had a feeling it was going to get kind of messy there in the middle of the race, and it did. And strategy worked out perfectly for me there. We restarted with 14 to go, 14 lap fuel run. Actually, I was half a lap short on the restart. So if you saw when Miles kind of got to my bumper there, first couple laps in that last run, that's me. And I was pretty much saving fuel. And then I guess all of a sudden the formula updated and realized I was actually lapped to the good. And I was like, damn, man, I could have been pushing the whole time. But I, and I just pushed there. And then once it got to that point in the last 5, 6, 7 laps or so, I knew even if a caution came out, I had an extra set of tires. So I knew I was golden. And Logan scared the hell out of me though, because he was running me down. And when he moved up to the wall, I was like, well, I don't want to be up there, but I guess I got to. And we both almost hit the wall there coming out of two. I guess he got kind of stuck on it, but I nearly did. And yeah, pretty much just drove the number 14 car to victory lane.
Yeah, I was confused because aren't you supposed to be 37?
I guess not. I mean, I guess according to Chris Lewis, I mean, we're supposed to have everything together, so I guess I didn't have my stuff together.
I know nothing. I'm out of that one.
Yeah.
But send some shouts whoever you'd like
to. Shout out to you for doing the broadcast. Shout out to Lewis for putting on the league. Shout out to all these new members we got here. This is awesome. I mean, we're up like 10, 15 drivers from than the last season. Shout out to my new teammates, Daniel Giroux, I think is one's name, and then of course Josh and Dylan. He had his typical Gen 4 luck, but hopefully he'll stick around. Yeah, shout out to everybody that watched the broadcast, and hey, I've done 3 races in the year 2024 so far, and I've won 2 of them. So
Yeah, 2 out of 3 ain't bad, as the classic rock song says.
yeah,
In chat here, Dylan said in Discord here, he goes, "What's a strategy? I was guessing. Were you not helping him?"
I didn't know the strategy. I was just pitting when it felt right. I mean, I was just going off, Like honestly, like when we had that kind of that long green flag run in the middle, and then the caution,
Right.
I can't. It was something on the front stretch I think happened. I didn't know if the strategy was to pit or not. I was just kind of making a guess with it. And that's what I was telling Dylan. I mean, from Friday nights, we make more green flag pit stops in this series in one race than you do in the other week we race in a whole month. So it's like that's always was one of my biggest weaknesses was pit strategy, saving fuel, and not screwing up in pit lane. And yeah, obviously to win here in this series, you have to execute in all 3 of those. Those are arguably the 3 most important things. So it's one of those things you can be equal pace with a guy, but if you don't save fuel as well as he does, or you don't get on and off pit road as quickly as he does, and you're not going to have a chance to beat him. So it definitely makes you a better all-around racer.
Hey, that'll help you out for your season coming up in a couple weeks. So great job, and man, go celebrate win number 1.
Oh, I will.
Attaboy. Casey Carrington, a winner tonight here at the Auto Club Speedway, a track he said that, well, he didn't plan on winning, but he did in the end. So entertaining race, had its ups and downs. Obviously, I'm going to have to put the admin hat on for a couple of things, but nonetheless, man, had a great time in the broadcast tonight, as always, enjoying the upgrades and stuff to the broadcasting and so much more. But next broadcast for this series will be the Kansas Speedway next Tuesday. Of course, the trucks at Daytona Thursday for TI. Tomorrow night, GLSR at Dover for playoff race number 2. So we'll be back on at 8:45 Eastern and get you ready for playoff race number 2 there. And then, of course, Casey's season, the All-American Cup Series, kicks off February 2nd at Daytona. So very soon we will be on every night pretty much except for Saturdays. And that could change. Who knows? But we'll see where that goes from there. So we're going to head out and enjoy the rest of your, what's tonight? Tuesday. Stay warm. My gosh, I was walking around in slush all day myself here in Indiana. But enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Remember, this isn't just a game. It's iRacing. See ya.
This copyrighted broadcast may not be reproduced, reused, or retransmitted in any form without the authorized written consent of Captain Esports Network. Captain would like to thank all of his loyal fans for your continued support, and he hopes you enjoyed today's broadcast.